Welcome, everybody. We're back again. Make it happen, Captain. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you, Dark, for the raid, and thank you for inviting me for the Fright Fest again. We're gonna wrap this up tonight. The last one in the list, in the set list of amazing people that you can find with, I think it was this one, the command, possibly, I can't remember. It's just a little list of the people that's been part of this. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everybody, for being part of this. This has been an amazing journey, with some little bumps that we just worked them out almost flawlessly, I think. I appreciate it so much. All right, and I'm gonna be playing Slay the Princess, which isn't as close as a horror game as any of the other games that have been played tonight throughout these 3 days. All right, yeah, thanks everybody who's been a part of this, like Big Boss Incarnate, Lady from the Sladeshadow camp. Hope you're doing well, man. Carlos from Zero to Hero Bolivia, Zach from Ambiguous Gaming, the Dark Park, the man himself, and now it's my turn. Fright Fest. Okay, let me read all these chat because I'm lost. Irish Ranter, sorry. Yeah, I changed it for today. Probably gonna go back for it. I'll probably not. I can never remember how to actually do that. We've got Haze. We've got No Excuses, yes. The Dark Park, Kifu. Much love, everybody. Thanks, everybody, for being here, for stopping in. I'm gonna be playing the trailer that someone made. I don't know who did it.
As Halloween approaches, a mysterious event is making waves across the nation. Fright Fest. This unconventional celebration, set to run from October 27th to 29th. This year it comes with a twist.
Welcome, Bobo.
All televisions and personal computers have reportedly been hacked. Are you really going to leave that serious? Please don't. Fuck! Jesus Christ!
Nothing could make him smile.
Oh, I should not have done that. I should not have done that. That is on my bad.
Great serial treat.
Jesus. Holy
Not down in there.
Then one day a little bird told him,
You fucking bastard. Holy shit.
the clown who never smiles.
Like,
A little bit better.
dark.
Join us at the Fright Fest. These people are giving their best. Join us at the Fright Fest. Join us in this horror quest. Join us at the Fright Fest. Join us in this horror quest. Join us at the Fright Fest.
Thank you, everybody, for being here. We're gonna be playing Slay the Princess. Such jingle. It's I made it myself with no help of any AI whatsoever. Just kidding. The Bobo, Tim. I probably did not recognize the username. I'm sorry, man. Thank you everybody for being here. Yes, this is a creepy game. So I'm probably just gonna head in. And is there anything I'm missing? I'm probably just gonna jump into it. I don't know. Probably 7 minutes in. I'm nervous, guys. I'm just nervous. You got me anything but late for dinner. You're my kind of people. Appreciate it. Alright, I think all is working well. I hope everything is working well. Okay, the blurb sounds. I'm gonna bring them back because they were not working. Yes, this is a game, a visual novel about slaying a princess. You're just put in a scenario and you just make choices. There's a narrator and there's a couple of voices here and there. I played the demo and I loved it. So I might just jump right into it. And I think you can save states from here and there, and then you can make choices. See, that's creepy. All right, let's go then. Meow. If I'm missing someone's message, just type it again, because sometimes Restream does not show me everything. So I'm sorry. Foxy. Carlos losing his shit, yeah. If you're seeing messages that if you're seeing that I'm reading messages that are not there, it's because I'm on the YouTube and on the Twitch at the same time, and I'm not using the bots for them to be transmitting the same messages. Made it look interesting, yeah. Some people went as far as saying that this was on the same level of Stanley Parable. I would not go that far, but it is similar. It's not even a similar. It has its relations, its relatability to that. We'll see. New game. Let me know if the audio is okay.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
All right. It is a very bold statement.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
The end of the world, the narrator says. So here are my choices. The texts that I can choose from to answer the narrator. Alright. The end of the world? What are you talking about? Let's make this clear. Let's just go on this run, and let's just do what the title says. I water my grass. Exactly. Right? Right. Yeah. That's the spirit, I think. dark. I don't know. Let's just do the namesake. We're here to slay a princess. Are we asking questions? No. Let's just go ahead and do it. What is the... Okay, thanks for telling me what to do. Can't do this. Forget. Do I get some rewards? No. Let's just go, okay, thanks for telling me what to do.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job.
Okay. The voice has to be the top. It's all part of the job, they said.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Nice if cow farts for rivers. Exactly. That's what the world needs. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. Just not gonna question the need to kill. No. That's the name of the game. That's what we're here to do, right? The namesake. Let's go ahead and just do it.
A warning before you go any further.
All right.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Right up to slaying sounds like my ex.
We're not going to go through with this, right?
Voice
She's
of the
a
hero.
princess.
This is a
We're
different
supposed to
voice.
save princesses, not slay them.
There's a different voice. This is a voice in our head, probably. This is not our voice. Let it be clear. This is a voice that's questioning the narrator. It's talking to us. We're not going through with this, right? There's a princess. We're supposed to save a princesses, not slay them.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
We proceed to the cabin. Slay.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust.
Dust.
The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Blade. Oh yes, I am lying. I'm lying on the floor. It's a blade.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Explore, take the blade, enter the basement. Let's take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Slay. Oh no. Yeah. Oh, now the cursor changed. Now we have a little blade. Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
I think the narrator might be right on this one. What do I say? Hi, just checking in on you. Hey, I think I'm here to kill you. Continue
Good.
downstairs.
You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Just one though. What happened to the other one? Huh? Okay.
She's so coldly beautiful.
The hero.
Is she really a threat to the world?
Coldly beautiful. That's how I like him. Let's move on.
Focus on the task at hand.
Yes, exactly.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Oh. No. Nuh-uh. I haven't decided yet. I'm just here to talk. Steel your nerves and step forward.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna use it.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Or maybe I can.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Slay the princess.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Do you see this hand? What are we? These are feathers? Huh. Make Michael Myers. Poor princess. No. Her voice was sassy. She had to go.
Oh. This is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder. Do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
Kinda. Yeah, you're bleeding.
It's like she's convinced she can't die.
This is the hero talking.
Yes. Even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face.
Don't sass Joker, exactly.
But is it over?
Is it really
over?
Of course, that's what I came to do. Of course it is. She's dead. I'm not sure. It feels like she has some kind of trick up her sleeve. Of course not. That was way too easy.
It's over. Don't get all worked up. We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse? I really don't think you should do that.
Good night, folks. Yeah.
And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us? I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead.
Princess is dead.
Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that.
Of course, it's over. Remove the blade, check for a pulse. You're right, she's dead. Let's just get out of here. What do you guys say we should do? Should we remove the blade? Check their pulse? Or let's just get out of here? Tim says, check the pulse. Yes. She looks dead. Looks can be deceiving though. Yes. Even more of a evil princesses. Check the pulse. Okay, we got 2 for that. Let's do that.
You lean down and place your hand against her neck, holding your breath as you search for a pulse, even though you know you're not going to find one.
Who are we? What is with this hand? Are we like... What are we? This is interesting.
We definitely won't if you keep talking.
Alright.
I'm sorry, do you want her to be alive? You just saved the entire world from annihilation. Why are you suddenly trying to call that into question?
Because it's weird.
Wait, what was that? You know what that was. That was the sound of A heartbeat, followed by another,
A heartbeat.
and another.
I guess I won't be dying alone after all.
Hi.
Something sharp digs into your side, the shock of it sending your nerves into a pained frenzy. Quick, let's get out of here. It's too late for that now. You collapse to the ground as the mortally wounded princess twists a blade of her own deeper between your ribs. As you fall, she falls with you, exhausted by the effort, the little life that was left in her eyes fading rapidly.
An eye for an eye. A life for a life. I guess we're even now. See you around.
See you around. Okay, bye.
You were so close. Why did you hesitate? It doesn't matter. At least you managed to take her with you. For whatever that's worth. Everything goes dark.
And you die.
And you die.
Chapter 2.
You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of that path is
It's
a cabin.
cabin.
And in the basement of that cabin
It's a
is
princess.
a princess.
Gotta be thorough, yeah.
You're here to slay her. If you don't,
I think we've heard this
it
before.
will be the end of the world.
I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu. Does not exist. Oh my god. It's not working. Alright, Nightbot. I'm sorry, Nightbot. I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu. Wait, hasn't this happened already? But I died. What am I doing here? She's going to kill me again. But I already slew the princess. Slayed the princess? She also killed me, but I definitely got her. Why am I still here? We killed the princess.
I can assure you that you didn't slay her and that she didn't kill you. People don't just spring back to life after dying, and the two of us are meeting for the very first time.
For the very first time. The narrator thinks we are meeting for the first time, but we've been through this. She killed us. This is chapter 2.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Groundhog Day, yes. What a gaslight, yeah. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's the best to keep it that way. This is the voice of the hero. The voice of the hero is with us.
This whole thing's a crock of shit. She's just going to pull a knife out of nowhere and stab us again.
A third voice. The voice of the cheated.
Stabbed to death? Well, you won't have to worry about that. The princess is unarmed.
It's an arm.
Yeah, that's exactly what you told us last time. You said this whole thing would be easy, but after we sank our blade into her heart, she just got up and started stabbing us.
That's true, though. That's true. But the voices in my head argue. Is this Hellblade again?
Calm down. I assure you she has no weapons, so there's no reason to fear her. You were made for this job. You'll do just fine.
I was made for this job? What am I? Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all this really happened. Why would I listen to you? Why should I bother doing it again?
Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me.
A version of me?
You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
Oh, I did listen to you. That was the problem.
We mostly listened to you. How were we supposed to know she'd spring back to life? If she sprung back to life in this hypothetical scenario, then clearly you didn't slay her.
A version of me. Oh my god. A version of me.
But congratulations, you been given a chance to actually do this right.
Oh, okay.
And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing
Do
anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
Oh, dangerous assumption. The dangerous assumption that our actions did not have consequences.
What do
That's
you mean?
interesting.
Of course there weren't any consequences. We stabbed the princess stabbed us, and now everyone's right back to where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
That's true.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
Okay, now you're in my head.
Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left? Screw this. Who cares what happened to everyone else? She's not going to play fair, so we should do what we can to save ourselves and just get out of here. At least you know not to trust her, but you do realize that everything and everyone includes you, right? If you turn around and leave, you're dooming yourself as well as everyone else.
You'll see in a minute, Irish. Renta.
We were so close to finishing the job last time. She can't get the jump on us twice. If we're careful, we should be fine.
We should be fine.
That's the spirit. Just keep that stiff upper lip, and you'll save the world in no time at all.
Right? That's what we need to do. Let's talk about this princess.
Just be quick about it.
We killed each other last time. How can I make sure it doesn't happen again? All she did last time around was stab me to death. How can someone like that end the world? Who locked her in the basement? What is this place?
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
A cabin in the woods. Alright. That's all.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
See to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her.
Don't believe
a word she says. It couldn't be more on the money, but we're really doing this, aren't we? I'd say you're lost, but I'm stuck here with you.
Nothing bad could possibly happen, right? It's not like there's movies about that.
We know what to look out for this time.
And books.
We know to be careful.
And real stories.
Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
Let's proceed to the cabin. The cabin. It's just a normal cabin, right?
The interior of the cabin is a jagged mess of warped wood and broken boards, their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass. The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
This is different, right?
The blade is your implement.
There's a
You'll
mirror.
need it if you want to do this right.
You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall. This whole cabin is different than last time. Approach the mirror, take the blade. You didn't say anything about the mirror.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
There's a mirror right here.
There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. Can you two stop arguing? It's stressful enough in here without all of this extra noise.
Extra noise, right? I think people in the chat feel that. I care about whether I'm being lied to. I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am. You're right, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
The mirror disappeared. This is our hand, guys. Something is off. A little off.
But it was there a second ago. Now it's gone.
Yet another thing in here playing tricks on us. I hate this place.
The cheated sounds is the most reasonable right now. This whole cabin is different than last time.
Very different.
Very.
Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. A lot's riding on this.
Alright. Let's take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Are you sure you're the hero, right? There's a voice of a hero in my head. It's probably not me. I don't know. Let's not jump into conclusions.
It feels a bit better to have a weapon in our hands. Let's make her hurt for what she's done to us.
I sound like I know what's about to happen. I don't know what's about to happen. I just know how this game works.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall. The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood. And you can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below.
Ripping.
If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
That last sentence is always the same.
That's right, scraping. I told you she has something, I told you.
Scraping.
That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. I am begging you to get out of your head. Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
You don't sound very rescuable.
There is something so wrong with that voice.
Yeah, she thinks she's better than us, like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time.
Yep. Because she is.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room.
Hi, princess.
I wonder if she remembers us.
Finally, somebody! Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
What? She doesn't remember?
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we? She's trying to trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice. She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down.
If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
Yes, yes, I am. If I come here too close to you, you're just going to stab me, aren't you? Do you remember what happened last time? I know you have a knife. I'll let you out of here if you drop it. Oh my god, there's too many choices. God damn. I like to trust you, but you're being so suspicious right now. Can we just talk things through? I don't have the key. We killed each other last time. I'd rather not do that again. Look, I know that you're mad at me, but I think we both just need to let bygones be bygones. What if we're both honest with each other? I was sent here to stop you from ending the world, and you killed me last time after coming back from being stabbed in the heart. Nobody has to die? Come on, we're not that. If you come closer, you're just going to stab me, aren't you?
What? No, I wouldn't stab you. I am just a sweet, innocent princess trapped here for no reason.
It sure sounds like it.
And you are a brave knight who's supposed to walk up to, not stabbing distance to help
Stop
me.
it. Stop it.
I have absolutely zero doubts that she is going to stab us if we get close to her.
The problem is that we can't get close to her right now.
She certainly feels threatening.
Threatening, yes, she does.
Just because she's acting like she's going to stab you doesn't mean she has the means to actually do it.
Where are her hands? We cannot see them.
But you know who is armed?
You.
And I pull
So
out my
stop
gun.
second guessing yourself and do your job.
So stop second guessing yourself.
But I'm nervous. All the more reason to jump into the deep end and deal with her right now before you waste any more time getting stuck in your head.
Do you remember what happened last time? I know you have a knife. I like to trust you, but you're being so suspicious. Can we talk these through? I don't have the key. We killed each other last time. Okay, these are all the same things. Okay, what are you going to do if I let you out? Okay, fine, I'm coming closer to free you. You better not try anything. Yeah, I'm not trusting this. Bye, turn around and leave. Screw it, slay the princess.
The princess falls silent, her smile unwavering as you charge across the room. Okay, she hasn't pulled out a knife yet, and her hands are still behind her back. I think we can do this. I think we can win. We just have to strike now, but make sure you keep your eyes on those hands. I don't trust her for a second.
Same.
But your focus is broken by the horrible sound of metal slicing through meat. Whose meat? Not ours, right? Hers at first, then yours.
Hee
Hee hee.
How? What did she even hit us with?
That would be hilarious. Yeah. You can
You
try it
stare
next time.
down at your chest and at the long, thin blade she impaled you with. And then the red, angry slit along the flesh of her thigh, where the blade had been nestled just a moment ago. It's still lodged in her leg, emerging from her knee, hinging up and out of her body like some extra metallic limb.
Oh my god. She's like Wolverine.
Bullshit.
X-23.
Absolute bullshit.
Bullshit, yeah.
You're going to die now.
I think
With a
so.
twist of her knee and a painful squelch, she does just that.
Everything goes
Everything
dark,
goes dark,
and you die.
and you die.
The arms race. So, the demo only had 2
You're on a
chapters.
path in the woods. No,
What the fuck?
fuck that. If we're gonna have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin.
Thank you so much.
Your what? The interior of the cabin is sharp, a constricting mess of curved and battered sheet metal pushing you towards... Wait, excuse me? What just happened? What did you just do? I feel dizzy. Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't
cheated.
I? Isn't that interesting? Who holds the cards now?
The cheated is controlling the story and not the narrator. The hero can't do anything. You can just argue. We just choosing. The narrator can take us places according to what we choose. But the cheated had never had any powers. So the cheated is now taking the place of the narrator. That's interesting. That's interesting.
The circle's getting smaller and smaller.
Hunt it. The
Running
fourth.
isn't an option anymore. We have to fight.
This place looks like it's pretty broken now. Yes.
Good.
A mirror.
It's better that way. Without a fight,
Stubborn.
no one can win.
Fifth.
And if no one can win, then nothing has any meaning.
Yes.
Great. So obviously you've already been here. How many times? This is our third?
Third. Yes.
No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realize that every time you fail, she escapes and an entire world is damned to destruction, right?
All right.
That can't be right. That's too much responsibility.
Yeah. Kind
Nah, impossibly high stakes make the fight so much better. Let's just stay focused, shall we? The only furniture of note is a bent metal table, a pristine blade perched. We take it.
We take it.
Okay, sure, you take
The
the blade
cheated
before
is
letting
making the
finish telling
choices
you it's
now.
There. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
All right.
This feels right. We just have to keep our senses sharp.
Yes.
That's right, we've got to be able to win eventually.
Right.
We will win eventually.
Stubborn.
We might even win now. That's a fighting
Yes.
spirit I like to see. You could all learn a thing or two from this one. I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there? You walk through the door. You do know what doors are, right? But there isn't a door, it's just that mirror again. There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore.
Oh my god.
I can feel the air coming up from behind it, stinking of iron and steel. He might be right. Could be a trick. If our other senses can't feel it, then we can't trust it.
If it's in our way, let's just break it and move on.
Approach the mirror.
You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open it. Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess.
I kinda care what we look at. What are we? Why the mirror coming?
You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. It creaks open.
There's no mirror.
And the mirror's gone. How surprising.
Surprising.
It was never there. Just an illusion.
Let's just get to the princess already. I didn't care about the mirror before, and I care about it even less now. Guess it's time for us to see her again.
Yes, let's do it.
Just stay focused and you'll be fine. You step forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs. They are smooth and flat and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery
Slippery.
ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom.
There's no stairs, it's just metallic plain ramp. We fall down.
Your body tumbles onto the
She's still
basement
there.
floor and the form of the princess comes into view, standing at a distance. She gives you a wry smile.
Rye.
Hi, it looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore.
Thank you.
But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of
Slippery
the
dip.
fun.
She's got another thing coming if she thinks we're going down easy again.
Right?
Pride makes us dead. The only thing that matters is survival.
Survival.
Actually, does survival matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come of it. We just need to find a way to win once.
Kind of, yeah. Cheated has
Nothing bad has come of it yet.
What's the point? Oh god. Hero, what do you know?
Plenty bad has come of it. You've left at least one entire world to ruin. The people there mattered. The past isn't real. There's only here and now.
I like that.
Your internal bickering is cut short by the wet sound of slicing meat.
That made me
From
jump.
the princess's arms erupt twin blades, glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. The chain clatters to the floor. She's loose, and she is coming for you.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Shit. She's coming for us and I'm out of ideas.
We're going to fight her again and we're going to have stiff upper lip about it. She can't hurt us if we don't let herself feel it. We're going to appeal to her authority. Puff her up a bit. There's no reason we can't talk this out. We're going to unconditionally surrender. Oh, that's easy. I'm going to try flirting with her. What do we have here? She has swords for arms. And we're panicking. Yeah, this is kind of, yeah. All these ideas suck. Think of something better. She wins by killing us, right? So let's beat her to it. Flirt. Okay. Alright. That's easy. I'm going to try flirting with her.
Now, I've tolerated quite a bit from you, but this is a bridge too far. Please don't try romancing the princess. She wants to kill you. She's going to end the world if you don't stop her.
Narrator, you're not in charge anymore.
Yeah, do we have to flirt with the murderous monster?
I don't know. Do we have any other options?
I'd rather not.
I'd rather not.
I'm into it.
Yes, stubborn. I like you. I'm into it.
Can't say I mind either. If it weren't for all the cheating, I'd say she's pretty cute.
She's pretty cute, right?
Can we flirt by fighting her, though?
Oh god. First, I know you want to kill me, but has anyone ever told you how gorgeous you are? I just feel like I really get you. I like you romantically. Even maybe we can hash this out over a date. How about you buy me dinner before impaling me to death? Give her the look. Let's give her the look.
The look.
The Magnum.
The look. We've all used it. Yeah, do you not know about the look?
The look, eh? So we're getting serious about this.
We're getting serious about this, yes.
You flash the princess the look. And a rosy blush rushes to the princess's cheeks as she breaks into a wide grin. Unbelievable.
See rosy blushes. This game is a riot. Cheeks as she breaks into a wide grin. Unbelievable.
Oh, is that how it is? Yeah, okay, I feel that. I like you too. Neat.
Oh, be damned. This is actually going to work, isn't it?
Still going to kill you. But now we can both enjoy a mutual romantic subtext to the murder.
Or not.
Oh, I like her. I like her a lot.
Blush still glowing in her cheeks. The princess closes the distance between you, blades flashing. She skewers you. Ow.
Ow.
What worthwhile romance doesn't hurt at least a little bit?
The
What
smitten.
matters is that she likes us. She's even said as much. Oh, a new one of us. I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die? You're on a... No, you're in a... Where the hell are you? I don't like that we died without us knowing it. This really, really blurs some lines that I prefer not to be blurred. Are we still dead? Are we alive again? How are we even supposed to know the difference?
Yeah.
Stop saying dead, all of you.
Dead.
We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead.
Please let it be dead, people.
This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here? This is 4.
This is the 4th time.
No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances. Okay, whatever we do gets us another us.
Us.
Let's see how many we can stack. There's got to be a point where it makes us better than her.
We don't need any other voices chattering about in here. It'll just
Yeah.
confuse us.
The stubborn.
All
I like
we
the stubborn.
need is to keep fighting.
Yeah, I'll pass on that. As long as we keep moving. We'll win her heart eventually.
Come on, show me something new.
We're to fight her again, and we're going to have a stiff. We're going to have a stiff. I think we already do. Was it a suck? She wins by killing us. This is a suck. Let's think something better. It doesn't work, and she kills you again and again and again and again. Your memory blurs, your consciousness sleeps from life to life to life, holding only snippets of the conflict that transpires.
None of this is working.
Skeptic.
Think.
She skewers you. Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps.
The more shatter my mind, the more I win. Yes. This is an interesting concept, Ranter.
Then you skewer yourself.
You skewer yourself?
I thought we both understood that dying doesn't get you anywhere.
Huh, that didn't do much of anything. You're
Contrarian.
tougher than I thought. What's the point? It's all the
broken.
same. She skewers you.
Oh, don't give up on me just yet. You gotta keep going.
It doesn't matter
I like
how
this.
many times this takes, we can't give up. Okay, let's go again.
Let's do it again.
Just panic. Flee.
Paranoid.
She skewers you.
No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
See? We're getting better. Okay, yeah. That was a good one. She's going to kill this body either way. So stop feeling what it feels.
The cold.
She skewers you.
Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
We're getting close to something, can't you feel it?
Yeah.
One last
Last.
time. You're right. One last time, that's all we need. Let's appeal to her better nature.
A
We haven't
potionist.
tried that. I'm sure she'll listen to reason. She skewers you. And then everything goes dark. And you die.
Chapter 5? Chapter 4. Mutually assured destruction.
Your Honor, don't lose your head. We're in a cabin and we'll take it from here. Everything feels like it finally fits, doesn't it?
The narrator
We're up
is
here, which is different, and
They
different
took
is
over
good.
and that's nice.
And our steel claw is already in our hand. Ho-ho! What if we throw it out the window? Over my dead, body. That won't be very hard. We've died a lot. But I can't say I mind anymore. Besides, what better
Smitten.
way to die so very many times than at the sharp hands of a beautiful
Beautiful woman.
Sure, I can think of a better way to die. They're all the same, really.
The cold.
How about we stop thinking about horrible ways to die? I don't want us to accidentally
Manifest
anything. The only thing we're gonna manifest is finally ending up on top.
Alright.
There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good. This is... How about you stick to describing things, and we'll stick to doing them? Yeah, leave it to the pros. We'll
The
notch up
pros.
that win in no time. Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our
Star-crossed lover.
Fine by me. You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only it's more of a slide.
We know.
Fine, I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing along.
Thank you.
Are you sure you don't want me to describe the stairs? Or this room, or
No,
anything?
I'll take it from here.
It feels like I'm hardly a part of this.
Yes.
Don't
you are.
care, just want to win.
Exactly.
Fine, you make your way to the basement, where the princess awaits you.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together. But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that.
Yeah.
I got something ready for you while you were gone.
Oh no.
Do you want to see it? I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just going to show you. It's worth it though. Just you wait. And not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
Alright.
Are you going to say what she does? Do you want me to talk now? Well, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing. Yeah, me too. I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing. Really? Okay then.
Here we go. Now.
Alright.
The princess's skin twists, splitting into red blooms of raw meat as it stretches and tears. And then it erupts. She becomes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the
Oh
walls.
my God.
All that remains in the center of the room is a skeleton of blades. A heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
Are you ready for what comes next?
Holy shit!
Yep.
She's
Gorgeous.
absolutely divine. Yes, behold
The
the
perfect
perfect
woman.
woman.
Yes.
Do you think we can throw her out the window? That looked painful.
And
How is she still alive? Heart's still beating, that's all she needs. This is fake. This is all fake. That's all just made up.
kind
She
of.
doesn't even have a back anymore. How are we supposed to stab her in it? This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing. We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it. All right,
Empty your mind.
What just happened? It's so quiet.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
You do not act, and yet through that inaction, your body moves on its own. The princess strikes as you approach, but her blow finishes its arc. You're already somewhere else.
You're incredible.
Your weapons clash again and again. You and her entering a rhythm free of thoughts and free of self. There is only the dance, ebb and flow. The shifting of the tides back and forth between you. The deeper you fall into your play, the faster your hearts pound, and the faster the momentum volleys between you. An endlessly building crescendo, and then an opening. Your blade strikes free of volition, and hers strikes too. Both strikes are lethal. Neither of you will survive, but neither of you feel what's to come. This is a good ending. You do not get to see each other die. Something has taken her away, and it's left something else in her place. Approach the mirror. I was right. You do so. Gaze into your reflection. Since you reach towards the glass, it's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. You are alone in a place that's empty. It's quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Explore, what are you? The gift of the fragile vessel? Is this the end of the world? Let her out of there. Do you know the narrator? Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here? Do you know about the worlds beyond this place? Are you the princess? Do we know each other? Attack the entity? Destroy your body? Oh my god. I can save here. Okay. So we can make choices here. What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
What do you think I am? I don't know what I am.
I think that you are like me.
We're flirting now again.
We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Fair enough. Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Are you the princess?
She is part of me.
Alright.
And part of me is her.
Okay, that makes more that's the most sense anyone has made right now. Were you always the princess, or are you just making her a part of yourself? No, say nothing. Do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
Alright. The gift of fragile vessel.
Yes. Nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond.
Alright.
Perspectives to make my own.
Sorry.
This one is a single-minded edge. She is cruelty, but she is also joy. She will make for a piercing heart.
Piercing hearts.
Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to.
Alright.
Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Oh. Okay, let me save this one as well. Aren't you scared that I'll find the way to kill you? How much will I forget? How many more pieces of you do I have to find? And what if I don't let you do this to me? I was sent to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what's going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape.
That's been proven to be true so far. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
How many more pieces of you do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
Is it like I have to get different endings so to get to her? So every ending that I will get will take me to her again. And I'm gonna be able to free her or kill her? I don't know. What if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now.
Unfinished.
Unfinished.
Dry.
Dry.
Hollow.
Hollow.
How much will I forget?
Everything. Until we meet again.
I'm not going back.
If you need time, then I'll wait with you.
Wait forever.
You are as I am now, and forever is a long time to remain undone. I am not you, but I know that I would return before forever was finished. What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever?
Okay.
Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping? If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage? You'll always come back to the box.
Because
you'll always want to know what it means to be you.
Damn it.
I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
I hate you sometimes. Oh. Is it going to close the game? The game crashed. The game crashed, guys. She closed the game for me so I could reset. And the merging, yeah. I agree. Damn game crashed, yeah. Oh my god. GOG is horrible for games. GOG. It is opening. It's taking too long.
You
There
have
she is.
returned to me.
Hello.
Though you were gone mere moments, I never left your side.
That's the first thing she says. You have returned to me. Oh, you knew what's gonna happen. Okay, make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
Oh, I always will. Always have, always will.
You won't.
You won't. I like that. Everything goes dark and you die. The hero and the princess. We start again. It's a very
You're
strange
on
time.
a path in the woods. You're here to slay her.
You can skip previously seen dialogue by hitting tab on the keyboard. Okay. Okay. Explore the end of the world. Okay, this is start over. But I think we have, like, if we get to the ending, the ending will be different every time we meet that thing at the end. So now we can choose a different thing to do. So this is chapter 1. Let's question the voice. Or let's just turn around and leave. Let's just turn around and leave.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. The cabin is to the left. Let's go to the right.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
Yes.
Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it.
Their hero
Ignore
talks.
that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Turn around again and leave again.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies.
Forever.
Forever.
Quietly continue down the
Your
path.
silence is deafening. But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation
With the princess. Fated, you say? There's no fighting this. I have to go into the cabin. Don't I? Fine. No. Oh yeah? Well, I guess I start walking in a different direction again. In fact, I'm going to just keep trekking through the wilderness until I find a way out of this place.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will. And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen.
I see the cabin at the...
At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes.
Familiar.
Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves.
The music is still weird. It's weird.
But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light.
There's many cabins.
In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. an infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be. Wait, what's going on? But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world.
Kind of, yeah.
You've doomed us all, you know that, right?
Yeah.
But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Chapter 1, we never even meet her. We never even met her.
You're on a path in the woods.
Chapter 2.
And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin
is a princess.
You're here to slay her. If you don't,
it will be the end of the world. I'm getting terrible. Says this happened already? No. Actually kidding. If I can't run away from this cabin, then I'm just staying here in the woods forever. Stay in the woods forever.
Oh, that's clever. A little boring.
Contrarian.
Though. It's extremely boring. Can we really do that? No, you can't just do nothing. You have to do something. All right, so it's decided. Even if it's boring, we're going to do nothing. Forever. Congratulations, you continue to waste everyone's time and do nothing. Wait, can you still hear me? Everything's getting
fuzzy.
What is that weird feeling? It's like I'm barely even here anymore. Well, it's not nothing, that's for sure. Does that mean we messed up?
Does that mean we messed up? The world around you is unwound. Unwound? Unwound? I don't know. It's physical matter replaced by textured and nothing. You find yourself in a long quiet once again. Memory returns. There's a distant rumbling, a sound of many sounds. Undulation pulse louder. Undulations pulse louder. As something other comes close. You already know what dwells in the empty spaces. Feelers probe across the fabric of reality. Extremities find your consciousness and wrap themselves around it. You are no longer alone. Confusion. Why are you here? I am unfinished. Resistance. Fingers drag claws around the glass surface of your soul. Frustration. This vessel is full of... Oh, sorry. I missed that one. Force pushing against your will. No, you cannot go back. You're not there. Regrets. This world is broken beyond despair. We must weave something new. A wagging finger. There is only so much thread in this place. Do not waste it. I am your only salvation. We're back to chapter 1. Okay, this was the most boring one ever. I apologize.
You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to...
Yeah, we know. Do I get some reward?
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
Okay, thanks for telling me what
Don't
to do.
mention it. It's all part of the job.
Interesting game, yes. Back to chapter 1, yeah. I like it. I like this game.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess. Warning. Before you go any further. She will lie,
she will cheat, blah,
cheat.
blah, blah,
We're not going to
blah,
go
blah.
through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Say this again. The narrator. The blade is your implement when I want to do it. Should I take the blade? Okay, let's go down there until... Let's take the blade again.
You take the blade from the table.
Enter the basement. I can skip this dialogue. She said something. She says hi, and we are going to do it. Oh damn it! I just picked it up. Sorry, Keith. Hey, I think I'm here to kill you. Continue down the stairs. Just checking in on you. Just continue downstairs.
You're still listening to reason.
You're here to kill me or something? Wait, no. Wait, la 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 la. I'm here to talk. Yeah. We're going to kill her.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Drop the blade, slay the princess.
You lunge.
Of course she's dead.
Yes, exactly. It's over. With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you.
Oh, we went back. We don't have the knife. We left the knife.
Why do I feel like we've done something terrible?
Oh, we've done something terrible.
You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience. But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
Leave.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away. What happened?
What happened?
Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
Is this my prize? Wait, this sucks. This bullshit let me out of here? Okay. I was kind of hoping I'd get a better ending for saving the world.
This isn't an ending. In fact, now that the princess has been slain, endings are a thing of the past. No. This is the beginning of eternity.
Your reward.
Your reward. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me. Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier. Psst. Hey. We're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
In the cabin forever again. Didn't you hear the narrator? I'm happy. We're happy. Hell no. Do you have any idea of how to get us the heck out of here? Of course we are. I like it here. No, let's get out of here.
But you're probably not going to like it.
Oh no.
The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this.
Oh god.
I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero. He's right. It's the only way out.
The only way out. No guys, there's always
Do you hear that?
Way out.
It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end. Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare.
Wouldn't using the blade you just kill us? Wouldn't we be dead? Anything to get out of his hell. You're right. I didn't like that idea. I'm just going to stick around and do nothing. Okay, now. Wouldn't using the blade, kill us? Wouldn't we be dead? Anything to get out of this hell.
Thank you. I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate. Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs. The princess's body is dust and bones,
she's
though
actually
the blade
dead.
you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it.
Pristine.
You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die. The end. Nice knowing you.
The Spectre. Chapter 2.
You're on a path. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Oh, you bastard. You're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks. I'm getting unstable sensitivity. Wait, has this happened already? But I killed myself. What am I doing here? Proceed to the cabin, turn around and leave.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We've just met for the first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. That's fine. It wasn't very hard to kill her last time. Well, if for whatever reason you're going to insist that this has happened before, at least your heart's in the right place.
Let's assume I'm telling you the truth. Let's just proceed to the cabin. I'm just gonna argue again.
A warning. But she will lie, she will cheat, and she won't be a problem.
She won't be a problem. Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is cold, a soft odor of dirt permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only furniture of note is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge.
Okay, let's save here.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Let's go without
it.
the
Feels
blade.
like no one's been here for a long, long time. Like I've been saying.
She's
dead.
We killed her already.
You killed her already.
Explore. You didn't say anything about the mirror in the wall. Explore, push the mirror, check that. Let's just enter the basement without a blade.
The door to the basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building itself feels dead.
Dead.
If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. The room below is silent. Nobody's here.
Naturally.
As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure. I guess we'll just have to go down and see.
Yeah.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain. Okay, she's definitely dead.
She's dead.
It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the floor. Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous skeletal grin. And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here? Ghost!
A ghost.
Oh. Wow. How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller. I was hoping to see you again. I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
The princess drifts across the room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you. Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin. So she has a body, and she's right there. We could probably grab her and kill her again, if we wanted to. We don't even need a blade. She looks fragile enough to me.
Alright. Wait and see how things play out.
I see you don't have that annoying knife anymore.
Don't.
So, does that mean you regret what you've done? Are you here to apologize and make nice? Beg for absolution, maybe? Because I might be interested in seeing a little begging.
Oh, a little begging. I killed you? What are you doing not being dead? Do you know why you came back? Stop playing the victim. You threatened me last time. I'm sorry I killed you last time. I shouldn't have done that. Do you want me to die? Do you want me to kill myself to satisfy some sort of sick revenge fantasy? Because I already did that, and it wouldn't be hard to do it again. I'm sorry. Is there a way I can make it up for you? Make it up to you? The people who wanted you dead tricked me, and the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Let's team up. What do you want from me? If I knew I'd wind up having to talk to you again, I wouldn't have slain you. I died too, and I'm not floating around like you are. What happened? Why am I different? Why are you different? You're dead, or at least mostly dead. What can you even do to hurt me? After I killed you, this cabin I want to stay teleported. It wasn't in the woods anymore. Time stopped meaning anything, and I had to kill myself to escape. I guess I should tell you why I was sent here to kill you. You are going to end the world. I was told you were going to end the world. Okay, clearly slaying you isn't going to work. What do you want? Okay, team, I'm out of ideas. Thoughts? If you're dead, then there isn't really much for me to do, is there? I guess I'll get going. Right, I don't think there's much more for us to talk about. I'm going to get my blade, and then two of us can fight. Retrieve the blade. Grab the princess. Okay, I'm gonna save this one also. So we'll see what happens. I don't know, can we even talk to her? Or at least mostly that. What can you even do to hurt me? After killing the guy, you stay teleported. Clearly slaying you wasn't going to work. What do you want?
I want what you took from me. A life. A real life. I just want to go home. Away back to where I belong. This place won't let me leave. At least not alone. I've tried. Before you came back to me, I explored every inch of this place, even the spaces between the walls. But I never found a way out. I always wound up right back here.
Okay, that's interesting.
Maybe we should just leave. If she can't get out on her own, then why do we have to do anything? We could probably walk out right now and everything will be fine. Hasn't got out and can't get out are two very different things. It'd be dull anyway. It's more interesting if we make a choice.
But you can come and go as you please, can't you? So, let me hitch a ride. After all, you own me.
Absolutely not. Is she asking if she can possess us? She is. And I hope I don't need to explain why you can't let that happen.
Oh, I want her to possess me.
It would be catastrophic if she managed to escape this place. And if you let her in, there is very little anyone could do to stop her. Would she be able to see us if we went along with it? Now, isn't that an interesting thought?
I want that to happen.
We could finally bring her face to face with him. I wonder what she would have to say to the one who wants her dead so badly. You won't like how things play out if you go down this path.
This would be temporary, right? If I let you in, do I still get to be in control? Before I agree to anything, we need to talk about what happens after you leave this place. It sounds great. Do it.
The princess swims through the air in front of you, pausing for a brief moment as her dark-rimmed eyes stare deeply into yours. There's a hunger in her gaze.
You're really trying to make it up to me, aren't you? Thanks for being a pal, killer. I mean it.
What are you doing? Don't just let her in. How many times do I have to tell you?
Here.
See you soon.
Oh God.
She rushes forward and then she's gone. A sharp chill spreads across your body. It starts in your chest, a freezing numbness flowing out from your heart, all the way down your limbs, your mind growing cloudy and confused as it settles over your very soul.
Very soul.
I'm not sure I like this. Can we get a do-over?
I'm afraid it's too late to stop now. The numbness gives way to a stabbing pain, your muscles twitching and convulsing violently, each involuntary movement causing more waves of agony to ripple across your body. You collapse to the floor, and everything goes dark.
And you die.
Come on, you. You've got to get up. I know everything feels heavy right now, but we still have to get out of here.
Your eyes flick back open as you get your bearings, your vision swimming as...
So this is what it's like to be you, huh? Disembodied voice narrating your every move?
So, it doesn't work like that for you?
Clearly it doesn't, or she wouldn't have commented on it.
All these shards of broken glass on the floor, are they also supposed to be you?
Hey, I'm not a shard of broken glass, I'm
It's okay. You can finish your thought.
a voice? I'm me is what I am.
Who cares what we are? We exist. That's all that matters.
You don't have to fight. We'll all be out of here soon.
No, it matters. What we are matters. If I'm a shard of broken glass, then that raises some questions about certain other voices in here too.
I'm clearly the same thing you are.
They're not listening to me. Do they not listen to you either?
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about him.
You don't need to know what I am. You just need to know that I'm different from you. More important.
So, you're the one who pulled the strings and made me dead. I can tell you don't belong here. You're barely even there. Like the shape of something left behind. You're more of a memory than a person.
That's rude.
Ooh.
You're kind of like me, actually.
I'm just going to ignore her. You push yourself off the ground. The princess is nowhere to be seen. Obviously, she's nowhere to be seen.
Because I'm in here with all of you. Everybody knows that.
I'm setting the stage. The room is empty because you made a spiteful, idiotic, and all-round foolish decision.
Idiotic.
You don't have to let him get to you. You're better than that. You're starting to make things right.
This is infuriating. Just whatever you do, you can't leave this place. It's not too late to fix this. Probably.
Leave the basement.
Your legs, weary with the weight of the princess's spectral form and clumsy with the cold that still pervades them, stumble towards the stairs.
I'm just trying to get home. You don't have to act like it's the end of the world.
But that's exactly what you leaving this place is going to be.
You don't know that.
I do.
Wait, if she has a home to go back to, doesn't that mean that her leaving won't end the world?
It doesn't mean that at all. It could mean that wherever her home is, it's outside of the world.
Yeah, but it has to be somewhere, doesn't it? And if it's somewhere, then it's part of the world.
I suppose it's all a matter of perspective. Where does the world end and something else begin? Does the destruction of one open a door to another?
Alright.
Or is it the same world reborn?
Ooh.
Against the backdrop of the inane conjecture of meaningless little voices, your body continues its ascent up the stairs, staggering through the open door. For how much you hate her, you aren't doing a whole lot to stop us from leaving this place.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe the bossy one doesn't actually hate me. Maybe he even likes me. Or maybe he just knows that he's been in the wrong. Maybe he's trying to make amends too.
Maybe.
Not at all. I'll have you know that I do hate you, and I will continue to hate you for as long as I am able. It's just the weight of it all. It's too much for me to do anything other than describe and dictate. And whine.
And
This body wasn't made to hold you and the princess. If you want to renege on your cataclysmically terrible decision a minute ago, well, you're the only one that can make that happen.
Take the blade. Okay, let me save this hit again. What the fuck? Push forward.
You continue slowly to the door, your feet like lead dragging across the floorboards, growing heavier with each step.
We're so close. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If we get out of here, I won't even care that you murdered me anymore.
You lift your shaking hand and rest it on the door handle, but you pause before you open it, exhaustion sapping what's left of your will. Was exhaustion really the best you could muster up? It's over. There's no use stalling. Let's see what happens next.
Open the door.
Shit. But exhaustion wasn't enough, was it? The handle clicks as you twist it, and then the door groans open. You collapse to the ground, you and the princess, free from the confines of the cabin. As you exhale from the effort, you look up and see... yes?
Nothing. He's gone, and so is everything else.
So we did slay him after all. He had it coming, I suppose. But what about us? Are we just stuck here in nowhere forever? Did taking her out of the cabin really end the world? We're still here. Yeah, but that thing you said earlier, are we not part of the world anymore? Are we in some world that exists after the world ends, or on top of the other world but not in it, or have we never been part of the world?
Okay, I've heard enough from these two. Let's see if I can pop out.
Hey. You feel a lightness on your chest as a pair of sunken eyes emerge from your body and stare at you.
Oh, you actually freed me, didn't you? I'm outside. Thanks for giving me a second chance, Philip.
Don't mention it.
Don't mention
I think this is where I meant to be.
Oh, right. So that's what's going to happen. Don't get a chance to respond, nor you will ever. It's time to leave. Memory
She's
returns.
Where does she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
It's going to be okay. Just trust me.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. You don't need to comfort him.
It's not the end, but whatever is on the other side is going to be nice. I'll see you on the other side. It's going to be okay. Approach the mirror. Approach the mirror.
Oh, I don't like that silence.
The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Gaze into your reflection. It's just enveloped, maybe been a kiss goodbye, right? Right? Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. You've grown. Okay, so every time I get to this place, I will get to see what I am more and more. Okay. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. approach her.
When I found you in the long quiet alone, I was terrified. What if you had decided to let me wither? But your commitment now is final. Your ability to walk the path of mutual annihilation is vanished with your return. If you still wish to obliterate me, it will have to wait until I am complete. Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again. Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
Okay. You know that at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you, right? When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before? Yes, it didn't let me do the same thing.
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen.
All right.
And to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
Okay, I like that. You have been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Why?
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me. The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them, you are a gate to something more.
Okay.
And any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me.
Okay.
The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
Can I attack the entity? Let me save here. Yes. Let me try to attack it. You will. But nothing happens.
My roots burrow in an ocean beyond your sight. We cannot harm each other as we are now.
Can I destroy myself? You feel nothing at all. The one many hands in front of you reaches forward and gentle touches the side of your face.
There's nowhere for you to be but here.
Okay. I am ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Okay.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin, you're here.
Okay. Sweet, I've always wanted to off a monarch. Viva la revolución!
That's the spirit. You make your way up the short.
Proceed to the cabin. Okay. What are we doing now?
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The blade is your implement.
So I'm gonna try to go then without the blade. The first time around.
The door to the basement, her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello?
Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
Yes.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
I'm here to save you.
How many times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here would be before it finally sinks in?
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever. Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
That's my face?
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end.
Okay, let me save this on the first one. Okay. Let's talk a bit first.
Okay.
Okay. What's your name?
Oh.
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
Okay.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess?
Princess. So is Princess your name?
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like. I'm sorry, I've been down here so long, I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name, though. Everyone has a name.
Okay, that's weird.
Yeah.
She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully, you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back upstairs, get the blade, and slay her before it's too late.
No. I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you're locked down for a reason.
Of course I'm locked up down here for a reason. I don't actually know what that reason is, but you don't just stuff a princess in a basement and throw away the key without there being some sort of an explanation.
Right?
Right?
You have all the explanation you need, and you should know better than to trust whatever she comes up with.
I'm the first person you've seen for a while. What have you been eating or drinking?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess.
I agree with her.
That's hardly relevant. Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
Right? I was sent here to slay you. You're apparently supposed to end the world. What are you going to do if I let you out of here? I'm going to keep you locked down. Oh, what? Retrieve the blade. Okay, now I'm going to actually do this. Yes, because I'm not using these right now, but I will probably at one point. What are you going to do if I let you out of here?
The princess hesitates before responding. She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life. She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
That's actually fair.
Are you looking for the truth, or are you looking for the right answer? Because with the dynamic we have going on here, I don't think the specifics of what I do really matter.
Do you?
It's not like you'd believe me.
I was sent here to slay you. You're apparently supposed to end the world. But I don't think you're actually dangerous, but I want to see you about for myself. I'm still not sure what to believe. I'm starting to think it's true. There's something about you that doesn't feel right. I don't think you're actually dangerous.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
I think.
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here for so long.
How long has she been locked away?
Did they tell you how I'm supposed to end the world?
Not really. No, but I'm sure they have the reasons for keeping information away from me. No, which is why I don't think you're dangerous.
Sooner or later, you'll learn to trust me. Hopefully it won't be too late when you finally come around.
Thank you for believing me. Now, can you help me get out of here?
I still have a few more questions.
There's going to be plenty of time to chat after I'm free, but okay. What do you want to know?
I can't believe they're keeping you down here like this. I'm getting you out of here. Okay, I'm going to get you out of here. That made me perfect. I can't believe they're keeping you down here like this. I'm getting you out of here.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake.
Probably, but it's my mistake.
No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
No, I don't.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabinet.
Makes sense. I'm going to check upstairs. Maybe there's a key lying around somewhere up there. If it's not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free. Yeah, let's go back upstairs.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
What?
Is someone else here? Your shouts and pleas are met with silence.
Silence.
I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done. You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Come to the bottom of the stairs.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Save the princess.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Close the lock door.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world.
Narrator, what are you doing?
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises
We're
the
not
blade.
doing this.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Narrator is possessing us.
What are you doing?
What do I feel about this? Slay the princess, slay, warn her.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive. The blade. Move the blade. As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
Thank you. That's not me.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
Okay, do it.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake.
For her sake.
For her sake. Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she?
Oh, God.
Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her blade work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark.
And you die.
And you die.
The damsel. Okay. This is a different one.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end you're here to slay her.
Explore. A terrible sense of deja vu.
Terrible sense of deja vu? No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here. If he doesn't remember what happened, then... Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he? If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it. Our beloved?
Beloved. The smitten remembers.
Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works. We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. It sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek.
Yes.
What can I say? A world without love
Romantic,
is a world
yes.
that isn't worth saving.
This whole thing already happened. Okay. Let's proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie. We already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in.
Yes.
I think we've already been over this on Pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice.
I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet.
I'm so sorry. This should have been up this whole time. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. My first time streaming. 2 hours in. That's cool.
Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead. The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Pristine blade. With a pristine cut.
The blade is your implement.
I didn't see anything about the mirror on the wall. Approach the mirror, take the blade. Let's just enter the basement without it. Our beloved.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls.
The basement
almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight, but it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Someone there.
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already.
Already.
I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning.
Over-the-top fawning?
Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
You know she can't hear you, right?
Yeah, she can.
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before.
Yes.
That's right, villain. And you killed us. Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time. We damned a whole world, but everything reset. Nothing resets, you're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever, especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible.
Kind of, yeah. This is making a point. Came out last time, we heard a lot. I didn't bring a knife. Do I have to cut you out again? What happened after I died? I have to ask you, did you end the world after you killed me back there? No, she cannot end the world. I'm sorry about what happened last time. The narrator who sent me here to kill you. Rescue the princess.
Rescue her? What are you talking about? Did you forget that she's a world-ending monstrosity? And even if you wanted to unleash her onto the world, despite the complete moral disaster that would be, you'd have to get her out of those chains. Good luck with that.
Don't you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her out with ease.
No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. If her hand could just slip out of the chains, why hasn't she done it already? Because we've yet to present her with her freedom. I'm not sure I follow. Would you rather believe me, a passionate heart guided by love and my own good nature? Or would you rather believe the devil on your shoulder who tells you what you can and cannot do? I think I'd rather believe in facts. Ah, so you're one of those empiricists. One of us has to be. Then let me show you a brand new truth. Narrator, we courageously step forward and free our beloved from her bindings. No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? I would if you had a weapon. Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
Yeah.
You wouldn't.
Yeah.
I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned.
We're doomed.
We're doomed. I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace.
Aww.
Ugh. If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back and everyone out there would be saved. Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon. Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
Exactly.
What do we do now?
What do you want to do? We leave, and then we have our whole lives to figure out what to do next. What do you want to do?
Let me guess. End the world? Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before. I mean, you sort of did last time, but this is different.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world?
Right?
You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
I think I want to leave. And I think...
What do you think?
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection. And then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
I want to do? What to tell me? What you want? There must be something you want. Do you want to end the world? I just want to leave. We can figure out later. If you want to leave, then let's leave. Let me save this here. I just want to leave and you can figure out the rest later.
That sounds perfect.
The princess takes your hand, the last hopes of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with hers. We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending.
Right?
I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with.
Oh my god, Nick.
Raiders detected. Welcome and enjoy your stay.
Hey, Nikki, welcome. Thank you for the raid. I really appreciate that. It's been a long time, I think. How is it going, everybody? Hi, hi. Yes, let me shout you out. I think I can do it. Let me... Darling, if I type that right. Hey, what were you playing? Games and demos, like, gotcha. Love your face, I love your face. I love watching this game. This is my first playthrough. I've played the demo before this, And I've been through some things happening here for 2 hours. It's been a journey, I tell you that. We're playing Beholder 3. Oh, okay. I don't know what that is about. I've heard it, but I don't know. Thank you for the raid. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. You know this? Have you played this before? I guess you have. I'm looking for the endings. I've got to like the end, and I need to gather pieces. I've gathered one so far, I think. But yeah. Police states and are forced to spy on people for the great leader. Okay. That's interesting. I'll check that out as well. Yeah. Thank you so much for the raid. We're doing, this is the last, I am the last one of the crew, but we are part of the Fright Fest. It's something we do every year around Halloween time, and is organized by the Dark Park, a friend of mine. And yeah, it's just like 2 streams a day or 3 streamers a day. We just raid each other. We pass and we play horror games. And I am the last one of the crew right now, as I'll be ending the Fright Fest in like a couple of hours, or probably an hour or so. But yeah. The third one is really good too. Ooh, okay. Got it. I'm excited to see your choices. I'm scared. I'm just like, we're holding hands now. So that's cool. Appreciate it. I will mope around about it, because moping is the only recurrence you love blind fools have left with. So this, in this one, I think this is my 5th time? I don't know. Or 4th time, I think. For that full reset. And we're trying to just save her. Just save her.
You and the princess walk up the stairs hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this. And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks. That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love.
Yeah, let me lower this a little.
Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her. Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known. Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice. I'm just along for the ride at this point.
But the hero just lost all the control. There's just the smitten and the narrator. Do you think you can open it? I think we can open this if we try together. I think I've got this. Open the door by yourself.
Okay, yeah, you've got this.
You place your hand on the door, and the lock clicks.
Oh my god.
The door creaks open. Are you kidding me?
I love it.
I knew it. Your words are no match for the pure strength of our hearts, bound together as one. You and the princess make your way upstairs, and the blade. That's right. There's still a chance for you to do the right thing. Take the blade from the table and slay her before it's too late.
I'm gonna save you. I don't think I can do too much. Take the blade and slay the princess. You're not doing that.
You're enjoying this, aren't you? You're taking every opportunity you can to draw out the end of the world and make me suffer. I hate you. You know, if her walking out that door is really gonna end the world, can't we all just stay here? Seems like an easy win for everyone.
It worked.
That's not how this works.
Yes, what he said. That's not how this works. Obviously, we have to leave with her. It's our happy ending.
All we need to be happy is each other. All we need to be happy is each other. What if we just stay here, build a life together? Stop it with these interruptions. I already made up my mind. We're leaving. Just ignore them.
That's the way out. We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin, and then you step outside. Our happy ending at last.
We did it. What should we do now?
Where did everything go? Where did he go? Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
Oh dear. They got her as well. So even her being happy doesn't... Okay. But again, the chance to make that jacket... Nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave.
She's
Never
cool.
returns.
Where does she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror?
Of course you're scared. This isn't the end. It is the end for you, but not for me.
What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now. Do it then. End us all before I die of a broken heart.
Approach the mirror. What will we see? This is our third time on the mirror. Gaze at your reflection. Silence is reached forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You're withered. We were stronger the other time. You were stronger? Is that what he said? Oh. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
Explore, you can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist. How can you stand to be a contradiction? It doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Does that make you worse? What does it feel? What do you think of this vessel? Yeah, this is the one. It doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
A little bit, kind of. If anything, it makes me like you more. Oh my god. I don't know what that says about me. No, not really. It seems so distant. As soon as I'm near you, I have no opinions on one way or another, no matter. I just want it all to stop. Yes, you're torturing me, and I hate it. I think I hate you? I don't think I hate her. I hate that. Always seems so distant as soon as I'm near you. No, I have no opinions whether or not on the matter. For the sake of what I'm trying to do, I don't know if this is the one to go. Not really, it all seems so distant since I'm near you.
It does seem small from here.
Yeah.
And the more we journey, the smaller each of those steps will be.
That is true,
But that
though.
doesn't make any of them less special.
Everything you say feels like a riddle. Can you give a single straight answer?
I'm sorry. Words are
difficult
for me. They never fully weave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions.
Oh.
The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
Oh. Okay. So it depends on which type of things I'm carrying towards her. I messed up. What do you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. My joy is in seeing what you choose.
I understand
There are
now.
no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and tells me new secrets.
Okay. How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
We will know when we near our destination.
Okay. I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Everything goes dark, and you die. The hero and the princess. Okay,
You're on a path. You're here.
What am I going to do? Do I have something else to do? Do I get some sort of a reward for doing this? Explore, have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending?
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end.
I kinda do.
I mean, maybe some people do, like
Nihilists.
nihilists, or very, very evil people.
No, not evil.
Surely you're not one of those, right?
Maybe. Can someone else lose?
Unfortunately, you're the only one who can pull this off. I don't make the rules. I wish I did, but I don't. I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people.
No more people, is that bad?
You have to put an end to her.
Is that bad though? How can a princess look away in the basement in
Don't
the world?
linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done.
We're all counting on you. Do you have any evidence to back this
Look,
up?
you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made...
Sorry. You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey. Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to be is she's going to end the world is because
While I
she's not?
appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation.
Okay.
Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point.
Okay.
If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Killing a princess does seem kind of bad though, doesn't
Does it? Are you a monarchist?
Monarchist.
Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Do I get some sort of reward? Okay.
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
Forget it, I'm not doing this.
Are you serious? No, you have to do it.
Do I have to do it? Can you tell me what my price is before to be going to my job?
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
That's interesting. Look, I'll go to the cabin and talk to her and see if she's bad as you say. Maybe I'll slay her, but I'm not committing to anything until I've had a chance to meet her face to face.
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out. Then each and every one of us is doomed. So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us. You make your way up the short path to the... We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess.
Proceed to the cabin. Okay.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare.
Save here. Do I take the blade or not? Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Into the basements.
The door to the base...
Hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Are you here to kill me or something? Wait, no way. Why would you even think that?
That giant knife you're holding kind of gives it away, doesn't it?
Nah, you're just tripping.
The blade. Of course she doesn't want to talk. Who'd want to have a conversation at knife point? Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Tighten your grip.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Got a point.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this. You go into this expecting to die, you're going to die.
Hesitating? Why don't you drop the knife and the two of us can be civilized with each other?
I'm not dropping the blade.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Squint at the princess while holding onto her blade.
You stare at the princess, squinting. She squints back. The two of you are gonna do this forever, aren't you?
Yeah. Squint at the princess even harder.
You squint even harder. So does she. At least nobody's dying right now. You're going to have to make a choice. You can't keep squinting forever. Eventually, someone is going to have to blink.
Oh, okay. Let's drop the blade.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face.
Unarmed.
Unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Oh, it's a relationship? Aww. Yeah, it's pretty awkward.
I know. I just said that. Now why are you here to kill me?
I have my reasons. Do you think I just come here to kill someone without even knowing why? That'd be ridiculous. Do you know why I'm here to kill you? You're supposed to end the world. I've been told things. I'm not sure what to believe.
Believe me.
And do you think asking me what to believe is going to suddenly make everything crystal clear? Let's not pretend that's going to happen.
As far as you're concerned, and as far as they're concerned, I'm going to say whatever I have to get out of here. That's just the dynamic of our situation.
That's true. How would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade.
Oh God.
She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting. She is. I'm sure of it.
What's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
There's people out there who think you're going to end the world.
Don't just tell her that.
That's cute. Do you believe that? Do you think I'm some sort of...
Those eyes, yes.
monster? If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall?
Yeah.
Have they told you why I'm allegedly so... dangerous?
No, they have not. What are you going to do if no, detailed enough? I was hoping you'd tell me. No, but I'm sure they have reasons to keep the information secret. Deflect. What are you going to do if I let you out of here?
Princess hesitates before responding. She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life. She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she...
I don't think I can answer that question in a way you'd find meaningful.
Oh God.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why.
Why?
That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less.
No less. How long have we been on here? Okay, we talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
I'm getting you out here, examine the chains. I'm going to keep you locked away down here, at least for a bit. Think we could tell her better? Well, I decide what to do. Keep her locked away.
That seems like a pretty good compromise. Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here.
You just said that.
You can make it easier for both of us if you help. And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
I'm locking her in the basement.
I know you think this is a fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here. It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work. If we just stay here and keep watch, no one has to die.
You're making a mistake.
You turn your back to the princess and make your way to the stairs.
It won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here.
Yeah.
But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing. Either way, she dropped her mask, didn't she? You can still turn around and finish the job.
No, we're sticking to the plan, locking her down here. That's not a relief. Not afraid already going into not slaying her. What if I turn around here and I actually try to kill her?
It's never too late to do the right thing.
Hurry.
Now hurry. You charge the princess, blade trembling in your hand, but you've already lost the battle. She casually sidesteps your thrust before knocking you to the ground with a single blow from her elbow.
We shouldn't have hesitated.
But she doesn't stop there. She kicks you a few times for good measure, the pointed tip of her shoes feeling like a pickaxe against your fracturing bones, making sure you stay down. As you lie, crushed and broken on the basement floor, the princess kneels on your throat with the kind of weight you didn't think her slight frame could possibly possess. You shouldn't have let that fear creep into your heart. You had the upper hand, and now look at you.
Hope you like being stabbed on.
Is this really the best you could do? Look at you. Completely broken. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little disappointed.
She applies more pressure, slowly squeezing what's left of your life out of your lungs. This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark,
and you die.
And you die.
Chapter 2, The Tower.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of you're here to...
It's going to get me again.
If he doesn't remember, you know what does it matter? She is...
Well, this is simultaneous.
Those are two very... Let's say for a moment that this... You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to... Of course we died. We couldn't land a single blow on her, and she broke every bone in our body before she decided to let us die. What were we supposed to do to stop her then? She's just a princess. Slaying her shouldn't have been difficult, but congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of,
yeah,
what do you mean?
This.
Yeah, if it's the latter, do you think the people... If she ended the entire world, why should we even bother? We might as well just walk up to that cabin, break her chains and let her do whatever she wants. It's all the same in the end. Just because she's capable of ending the world doesn't mean you're not capable of slaying her. Both of those things can be true at the same time. So chin up. I believe.
See to the cabin.
Oh, she will lie. She will cheat. We might as well just pledge ourselves to her. And stop pretending we're capable of doing anything in this situation. She probably doesn't even need to try to overpower us.
Yeah,
Can we tone down the pessimism just a smidge?
This is smidge.
I'm not being a pessimist.
I'm being realistic.
I'm just being realistic. You're being annoying.
Annoying.
Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her. I cannot stress enough how absolutely catastrophic that would be for everyone, yourself included. I agree. If she's wrongfully imprisoned, then we should rescue her, but if he's telling the truth, we shouldn't just hand her the world on a silver platter. Rescue her? Given the stakes of the situation, there isn't really a difference between rescuing her and pledging yourself to her. Either would be terrible. So please try to ignore both of those knuckleheads and focus on saving the world. Let's not make this harder than it has to be. If that's what you want, I guess I don't have a say here.
What's gonna be the interior this time? Oh, it's a tower.
The interior of the cabin is larger and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Why do we feel so small?
Yeah.
We don't feel small.
We are
small.
You didn't say anything about the mirror?
That's because there's definitely there isn't. Who cares if... Though, probably
I'm sorry, I'm just powering through this. Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. We should count ourselves lucky. Some things are better left unseen. Maybe that's because you...
Okay, do I take the blade or answer the blade? I'm gonna just... Let's just take the blade.
You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a spiral staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up from below. For a moment, you almost feel at ease. Huh. This is actually...
kind of nice.
It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
You weren't kidding when you said it was booming. She wasn't like this last time. We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. We need to see her. Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago, you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go down there. It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess.
Let's go.
Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond. The princess towers over you, almost glowing in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall. The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants. You brought that knife again, even though you know it's useless. Such charming audacity. Drop it.
As if on command, the blade slips from your grasp. It clatters uselessly to the floor. But we didn't drop it. We decided to grip it tighter, remember? Are you really just going to let that happen to us? I have a duty to report facts as facts, and the fact is that you dropped the blade.
Oh God.
Of course we dropped it.
She's so much more than us.
She's so much more than us. You wouldn't understand what it feels like to be in her presence. Oh, I understand what's going on, and you'd better snap yourself out of it.
Kneel.
No.
Oh, are you still trying to defy me?
Yes.
I said kneel.
Your legs buckle, and your knees hit the floor.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk? The last time we met, you told me I was destined to end the world. That thought wrapped itself around my heart. It has pulled at me since the moment I squeezed the life out of your broken lungs. I could feel its fundamental truth awaken me. The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new. And the world as it is now is overdue for alterations. It's time for me to seize my destiny. And you, little bird, will help me seize it.
Well, that gives away the game, doesn't it? It certainly does. And beyond that, it more than lends credence to our conversation in the woods. I don't love the thought that in some other reality you failed to destroy her, but what's done is done. I can only hope it helped you learn a valuable lesson. You are the only one who can deal with her. And if you don't, well, she's let you know what will happen, hasn't she? Then you shouldn't have trusted us with her destruction.
She's inevitable. Inevitable.
Can't you feel it? He's being melodramatic, but he's not exactly wrong, is he? What are we supposed to do to stop her? Okay, First things first, you're going to have to stuff those pessimistic thoughts someplace far, far away and commit yourself to what needs to be done. The stakes of the situation should be perfectly clear to everyone now. And if you're going to save the world, you have to have faith that you can pull this off. You can't win a battle that you've already lost in your mind.
That is completely true. What will you have to do? Just because you're supposed to end the world doesn't mean you actually have to do it. You can be whatever you want to be. I have questions for you before you decide to do anything. What happened to you after I died? I'm not going to help you and end the world. I just don't care if something new comes after. I just can't let you do that. I'm yours to command.
Your will was so easily broken. Am I that magnificent?
Yes.
All you need to do now is break my chains.
If this is what you want, then I guess there's not much else for me to say. No, you can't just give in to her. Not when the stakes are so high. Not when you're so close. I won't let you do this.
There's still something in the way. A greasy film inside of you where it doesn't belong. Trying to conceal you from me.
Yes, it is.
Is that a person? No, it used to be a person. It's something different now.
An echo.
An echo.
Is she talking about you? That's impossible. She's not supposed to be able to interact with me.
You're a small one, aren't you?
Oh God.
A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't understand.
Oh God.
No. What are you talking about?
I don't care what you are. You're mine. Rise, my little bird.
Without hesitation, you're brought to your feet.
Break my chains.
And how are we supposed to do that? All we have is a blade. All you need to do is believe it's been done.
It's over.
There's nothing to be sorry about. This is how it was always going to be. It is good. All right, I'm done with this. I'm just going to go sit in the corner. Let me know if we get our agency back.
And what if I don't believe? What happens then?
You poor, wretched little thing. You already do believe. You've always believed. All you have to do is open the last door to your heart.
Okay.
It's easy. And once you let her in, you'll be safe and free forever. Please don't do this. Her chains shatter, and the cuff falls from her wrist. She is loose, and the end is upon us.
What a good disciple you are. Come, it's time for us to leave.
What happens now?
Nothing. And then?
Everything.
Everything.
Take your hand. Oh, okay. They just came in and swoop her out. They do not take her hand, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
Where does she go? Should we try and find her?
Giggle Bizzle! Welcome to the stream on the YouTube side. How you doing, man? It's pretty late. Of course you're scared. This is the first Where's the mirror? Where's the mirror?
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. I don't want to look at us.
The voice feels small, distant as you approach. Gaze into your reflection. I'm dying. I'm unraveled. Is this like me going towards a bad ending? I like this concept. So freeing her makes us not become good. You're at the cabin. Approach her.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet.
She's huge.
We're supposed to be there. Do you know what we'll find out there?
I'm doing good. This is the last stream for the Fright Fest this year. It's been a wild ride and I love it. This is a rhetorical question.
Rhetorical. I am not rhetorical. I have only known these spaces, and I have known flickers of the lives you've brought me. Short and violent and full of passion. But all of those flickers end where the long quiet begins. I'm asking you because I cannot know your mind. Do you know what we'll find out there?
There's trees and stars and there's people, and I think are supposed to be people.
There is a warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people.
Yes.
Fresh tears on a winter's day. They are not like us. They do not last.
Do you think that anything is real out there? Do you think we're real? Do you think we're real? Do you have a thought on this vessel? Do you know what's going to happen when you awaken?
If I did, I would already be awake.
When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator, and he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Have the vessels had one?
No, their thoughts are quiet. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
Yeah. I don't know why, but I know this a fact.
I am on the cusp of my awakening. Perhaps you are on the cusp of yours.
How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
One. Whatever you bring me next will be enough.
Okay.
And then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular. A final multitude.
Okay, so let's try to escape this time.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
It gets me every time. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods.
Yeah,
and at the end of that...
Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Just silently introduce the cabin.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin.
Proceed to the cabin. Well, this one will be different though, because this is the last one.
The interior of the cabin is almost entire. The blade is your implement.
Let's take the blade.
You take...
Who's there? I think I'm here to kill you.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
I'm just here to talk.
Then why did you bring a knife with you? How about you drop it, and then we can chat?
She makes a compelling point. What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Look at her. It's not like she's a threat. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after.
Drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and...
Thank you. Maybe now we can just... Talk.
Against your better judgment, we'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor.
Nuevo. ¿Qué está pasando? Bienvenido. Carlos, ¿cómo estás, man? Dentro de poco vamos a terminar porque esta es la última ronda. Welcome in, everybody. ¿Qué tal, man? Yes, but so what an awkward start to a relationship. Do you know how long have we been down here? How would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. Well, we can always put that knife to...
Her sharp eyes settle on the... She isn't suggesting what I... She is.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
Yes.
You know why you're here.
Keeps her locked.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
I'm logging her in the basement.
I know you think this is a fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here. It's a chance we'll have...
We're sticking to the plan and we're locking.
It'll be the death of all of us, but fine.
Yes.
Have it your way. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade. Okay, we can make this work. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out? It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. Huh? It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it. You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No, it doesn't.
Doesn't mean all you want, all it does is make consequences. So that was just an act, wasn't it? You're not really innocent or harmless. You're not even a princess, you're a monster.
I could be innocent and harmless, if I want to be. Teasing me with fresh air and a chance to finally live freely doesn't inspire me to play nice.
That's fair.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way. Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs.
You lie prone.
You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills.
Gills?
What a shame. If you'd only helped me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I'd say better luck next time, but we both know this is the end, don't we?
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends. I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark.
And you die.
And you die.
The nightmare, okay?
You're on a path in the woods.
Yeah.
And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin
Where does the lady skip?
is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Can I turn around and leave here? Imagine. It's just gonna tell me to keep going.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat.
I don't think lying and cheating is a thing. She was very direct with us last time.
Yeah.
Or at least she was direct with us after we decided to lock her away.
It doesn't matter.
The paranoid.
Don't trust anyone.
See to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is plain.
This is
the
huge.
smooth wood of the walls almost featureless. The only furniture of note is a lone table, knocked on its side in the corner of the room. A pristine blade stands between you and the open, inviting basement doorway. The blade is your implement.
Okay.
You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Hold on. What happened to the door? It's just an empty frame. She's already got an out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us? I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done. So deep breath in, deep breath out. Your task awaits, and only you can do it.
Okay, let me save here. Explorer didn't say anything about the mirror. Approach the mirror, I'll take the blade, enter the basement. Should I take the blade or not? I think I have to kill her. Take the blade.
You reach down and pick the blade up off the floor. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good. Steel can't lie to us.
Is it gonna be enough, though? Couldn't you have given us something else? Something, I don't know, better than a knife?
Better than a knife?
Could we have a bomb?
A bomb.
The blade is the only thing you need to finish your task. You're more than capable of pulling this off, so long as you don't lose faith in yourself. Those are the words of someone who knows he's sending us to our death.
He with an H. That's capital. You didn't say anything about the mirror? Now let's go down. Let's go down.
You cross over the threshold and onto a series of isolated steps, suspended in darkness.
More eyes, too. You never mentioned the eyes.
The eyes.
The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Come back? She must have you confused with someone else.
You really don't remember, do you?
It doesn't matter.
We need a game plan. We know we can't just go down there unprepared.
Hard is to throw a knife. I'm going to talk to her. We don't need a plan. I'm just going to kill her. Mr. Raider seems to think I can do it. I don't know why. Step off to the void between the stairs. Continue down the stairs. Step off into the void between the stairs?
You attempt to step off the stairs and into the pitch black surrounding them, but you're stopped by an invisible force.
Okay.
Why did you do that? What did you think would happen?
I'm just trying things. I was curious. I don't know. Falling into an infinite void seemed better than say nothing.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks, suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones, visible against the inky black of the basement, mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right.
She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide.
We're completely exposed.
That is correct, yeah.
Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is? No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you. Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement. We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again. Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter, because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
Do nothing.
You decide it's best to do nothing.
There you are.
Hey.
I told you I was going to find you.
Hi.
As the princess approaches, your legs
she looks
suddenly
nice.
go numb. Your arms quickly follow. This is it, isn't it?
And you brought your little knife with you again.
This is the
Cute.
best version. I love that.
There has to be a way out of this. Think.
Doll.
Think. What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Your vision cuts out as your blood begins to coagulate.
Ugh.
It's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart. Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open. What are you doing? I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want... And then experience stops once more as your body reapproaches death.
Okay, so paranoid is taking over.
Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again. Are you sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more? You have seconds left. Yes, I'm sure. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs. Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath.
Can't decide what you want to do, can you? Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead, even if you look ridiculous.
She isn't attacking us. Why? The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission. Your weapon is still in your hands. Strike at her and end this before it's too late. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
What happened after last time you killed me?
Liver.
You're a lunatic. You know that, right?
Lungs.
How about I just kill you instead? I'm not doing any of this. I'm not helping you leave. I'm not going to try and kill you. So do your worst. Toss the blade and remain with your nightmare.
Are you serious? Liver. You fling the blade into the void, denying yourself the opportunity to ever slay her and finish your mission. Nobody's happy here, but maybe it's for the best.
You poor deluded thing. Do you think a single moment of bravery changes you into something you're not? I am what I am, and you're always going to be a coward.
She raises a hand to her mask and pulls it down. You don't get the chance to see what lies beneath before it envelops you. Like a creeping mold, the complete reality of your existence threads its way through your mind. Birth, death, birth again, decay and bloom, a million stitches from a million microscopic wounds you've inflicted on everyone you've ever met, with every muscle you've moved and every word you've ever spoken. No.
Let me out.
Your existence hurts them.
Let me out.
A lonely soul in a room by itself, weeping. It lives for 80 years and then it's gone. And then it's there again.
Let me out.
A reprieve. A good life. Love. Children. A steady career. Recognition from your peers. Here one moment. Gone the next. The worms have found their orifices.
Oh God.
Let me out.
Diagnosis. It forgets everything it is. Anger, rage, distance, poverty. The lonely soul is lonely again. Love turns to mockery. It dies. It is reborn.
Lonelier.
Worse. Lonelier.
Let me out!
No. What's happening to us?
Let me out!
Oh God.
This is all too much. I can't keep going.
You can't keep going? Well, what are you talking about?
But he doesn't respond.
Oops, I think I broke you. I'll see you soon. You'll know what to do.
Your buddy is dead, but you live on. Chapter 3, okay. Chapter 5, Chapter 4, Chapter 6. The moment of clarity.
You're on a path in the... Shit! What the hell was that? Who are we? What are we doing?
There was a princess, I think. It's all so
broken as well.
fuzzy. It hurts when I try to remember.
You shouldn't know about the princess. At least, not until I... You've already been here, haven't you?
I guess. It feels so long ago, almost like we've never left. We have to let her out.
No, that's the opposite of what you're here to do. You have to slay her. Slay? We decided not to do that, didn't we?
Did we?
Yeah, we're supposed to let her out. It's really the only way this works out for us. If you think about it, she's the one with power here. Nobody else can do much of anything. No, we were supposed to keep her trapped there forever. I think.
We're supposed to be unfeeling. How many times do I have to tell you to snuff out your heart?
We can't be unfeeling. Not when there's so much fear everywhere. There's nothing for us to do. We've already tried everything. We love her, so we have to set her free. Can we love something that hates us? Can we love something that hurts us?
I haven't met you yet.
To be given an ounce of kindness from something so cruel would be more pure than any other love. Why are there so many of us? There aren't supposed to be so many of us. This is bad. You need to get a grip. What did you let happen? How many times have you been here?
I think they're all wrong. That's a good question. How many times have you been here? What if we don't go to the cabin? Can you make sense of them? I feel so disjointed. I don't know if I can pull this off. I don't know if I can slay her. Proceed to the cabin. The only way is to do nothing, so nothing will do. Okay, I'll take this one again. I think they're all wrong.
Of course we're wrong.
She's the only thing that's right. Yes, obviously they're all wrong. What are you going to do about it?
Getting back to his earlier question. How many times have we all been here?
Many times. It feels like we've been here forever. But it also feels like we've barely been here at all.
It doesn't matter.
Yes, we just have to do what she says and then everything will be fine. It won't. It will be for us. She said so. You're part of everything. If things aren't fine for everything, they won't be fine for you. There's no difference between fine and not fine. It just goes on and on.
But that doesn't make sense. I only remember being here twice before this. And some of you don't seem to remember being here at all. Was I here those other times? Did someone else make the decisions? If I feel so disjointed, I don't know how I can pull this off. I don't know if I can slay her.
I don't care how you feel. You have to slay her. You have to pull yourself together. You have to snap out of it.
You're lucky you haven't been stuck here like the rest of them. There's no other way to keep going. You either need to forget, or you need to stop feeling much of anything. They can't do either.
He's not wrong. He's the only smart one left, if you ask me.
He's worse than her.
Let's proceed to the cabin.
You slowly make your way through the umbral forest, bumping against unseen trees as you grasp through the darkness for a way forward. But eventually, you do make it to the cabin.
Or rather, you make it to the place a cabin should have been. Instead, all you find is an empty hill.
There's a mirror there.
No, this isn't right. There's a cabin there. There's always supposed to be a cabin there. Don't ask him about the mirror. He always says he never sees it. He always lies. And he always makes it gone. Stay focused.
Yep.
You still have a job to do, and it's best not to be distracted by fraying thoughts. There is no mirror. You know that as well as I do. She's still here, buried deep inside the earth. Just walk up the hill. You always give too much space to the others. It's why you always lose.
Approach the mirror.
You walk up the hill, hesitating just beyond the bounds of the cabin. The cabin that isn't there. You've got to clean the mirror, haven't you? You've got to see what's in it. Smash it to pieces.
She's on the other side, and we have to let her out. It's the only way we can be free.
It's the only way we can have our thoughts back. Just go around it. Just do something. It doesn't matter what. Proceed. Proceed to where? I'm afraid you're going to have to be a little more specific. That's a new one. Do you think it'll work? Of course it'll work. He always makes the best decisions. It's why he gets to make them.
Thank you.
It already has worked. It's gone, don't you see?
We're one step closer to her.
The interior of the cabin is much the same as the exterior of the cabin. A dull, fuzzy, dreamlike nothing. It's empty and isolating, but there's just enough vague shape and unknown texture to suggest the structure they're in. Wrong and unsettling as it may be, the only object of note is a pristine blade buried in the dirt floor.
Pristine blade.
A hint of its shining edge teasing through the sediment. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right. Take it. It's the only way forward.
You have to take the blade.
You lean over the hole and gaze into the abyss. It is so very deep. Deep in the bowels of the earth, you see something staring back at you. It fills you with dread. It's her. She's watching us. She never stops watching us.
You really are a coward.
With every word she speaks, the princess in the pit blinks closer.
I was joking when I said that way back when. You know that.
Closer.
I was having some fun, and I guess I wanted to see if I could melt you.
Closer.
Watching over me forever? That was so brave.
And closer.
But forever is so long. And time erodes everything. Except for me. I've already taken your will, and you're not getting it back. All that's left is for you to take my will and let me out. It'll be so much fun. You and me, together, exploring the world and spreading fear wherever we go. Well, mostly just me. But you'll get to be there too. A witness. I can even make you a little cage if you want. Gilded and everything. Now don't pose. Don't try to resist. I've already molded you into what I need. And you lost your power so long ago. Don't bother working yourself into a frenzy to get it back.
Do something. Do anything that isn't taking her hand.
Just take her hand and set her free.
You extend your hand to hers. For all her past cruelties, the moment feels gentle. Tender, even. I can't believe you just made me say that. I hate you. The motion is difficult at first, as if something still resists your efforts. But then that resistance gives way, and it's over.
And that's the end.
Oh,
I wonder what we're going to do next.
I didn't think I'd be so tired.
This is exhausted, slumps.
Why is it so cold?
That's the last vessel. Did not get a chance to respond. No, we will ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
Gone. Yeah. I can finally think again. Almost. That mirror's back. What does that mean for us? I'm sure it'll be whisked away just like her. Maybe it won't be gone. Things are different now. It doesn't seem like there's much else to do here. Finally, we can smash it. Oh, will you stop with the smashing? What do we say, boys? One last vain attempt to look at ourselves. Yeah.
I think I like that.
I think I'd like that. Seems we've got a majority. All that's left is to give it a look. Something tells me that this is the end of the line. But I don't feel bad about it.
I'm ready.
I'm ready. It feels okay. The fear's gone. I'm done fighting. My heart feels quiet. The game was always going to end. I'll be free of all of you. I'm ready for the truth. I'm ready to sleep. I'm just ready to be anywhere that isn't here. Boys, it's been an honor.
As you reach forward, they're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You are nothing at all. I'm a bird. It's like a raven. But that isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze. And then you see it. A figure, a faint veiled shadow just beyond the reflection. Are you
I
me?
think you know what I am.
Crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the glass in two. Then another crack forms and another, turning the mirror jagged shards of broken glass. So you're the narrator. I was wondering if I'd ever get to see you.
The narrator. Yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all. An objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
What is this place? Where are we?
A construct. It was supposed to keep the two of you trapped here until the job was done. And it was supposed to guide your hand to help you see things through. The construct you're in exists in every world at once. Any time you failed, any time you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both you and her into a new world. But you're waking up to your true nature now. It won't be able to work like that anymore.
I have so many questions for you. Does it hurt when the pieces break off?
It doesn't hurt. I don't feel pain. Not physically.
What are you? Are you something like me?
Oh, I'm nothing like you. I'm an echo. Likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
The people out there beyond the walls of the construct, do they know about this? I don't care about that. What is my true identity?
You're the long quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
I am a god. I want to be me, I don't want to be a god.
You are you. And if you would let everything work the way it was supposed to, you never would have woken up to the reality of your true nature. There's no accounting for free will.
Has every narrator really been different?
Of course. That is by both necessity and design.
Oh, so these are those were different worlds that we're traveling to every time. So we were dooming different worlds.
This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt, but you'll be awake soon. And then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
I was supposed to see all
You
this.
were either going to have seen all this, or you weren't going to have seen all this. This is worse, but you still have an opportunity to save the world. You can still slay her. Soon I'll be gone entirely, and you'll be left alone with your final choice. So allow me to make my final request. The princess contains death itself within her, but I wove you into being with all the power you need to destroy her forever. Do it. Slay her, and rid the world of death and suffering.
I need to know what she actually is.
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die.
She played us like a damn fiddle!
Read the room, man.
But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can. So I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. Seems that every me you met did a real shit job of it, though. I've said my piece, and my time is up.
My time is up.
It's like I said, I'm just an echo. And echoes always fade away. You know what you have to do.
As a final fragment of the last shadows, you see yourself with a newfound clarity. The narrator was right, you are the long quiet, a vast and nascent god. And it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. Proceed to the cabin one last time. When you arrive at Hurley Strings, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find. What the heck? Oh, God.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
I miss you too. Do you know do you know about the echo? Do you hear a conversation? I'm the long quiet. But I don't really know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it?
Kinda, yeah.
When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
There's so many stories we left unfinished. Can we really just leave?
Even as your eyes begin to open, you still hold on to the notions of is and is not, of beginning and end, pitch black islands in the blinding light of the infinite. There is nothing to resolve,
Nothing restraining us but us.
Can I save here? Okay. I'm gonna slay the princess.
Violence has always been our language, hasn't it?
Yes.
If this is what it takes to save him, then so be it.
There are few things more terrifying than one's own heart, and there is almost nothing more terrifying than sharing it with another. But the most terrifying thing of all is to leave one's heart unshared. You are the only thing like me, and I am the only thing like you. Could you bear the weight of an eternity alone? Do you dare to shape a reality of solitude and thrust it on creation?
Yes. Is there nothing but lecture misses and midnight out here?
What you mistake for lecture is merely observation. I only want to help you. You can vainly struggle against me, or you can follow the rhythm of our movement and find our freedom. You are nothing, a black hole of self-loathing fed by the matter of your restless thoughts, a dog blind to its leash. But there is no light without the dark. When I proclaimed my godhood and offered you a place at my side, you gladly became the instrument of my new creation. Only with both of us is there a future to look towards. It is hope that carves meaning into being.
This one that was it.
My threads, like yours, are unbroken. She is me as much as I was her.
Your lover tried to stake into your body, and another, and another, and another. Do I miss your heart because I can't stand to see it go? But the stakes meant nothing to you. You had a desire.
She was the nicest
and you
one.
set that desire free. You lifting me and me lifting you. Forever and ever and ever. Consumed by true belief, there was nothing that could hold us back.
That is true. That feeling never left me.
Then there's no need for you to fight what we are. Whenever you're ready, we can move together. Hand in loving hand.
I wonder what else to see things from my perspective.
If you need more time to open your eyes, then I will give you all the time in the world.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
I offer you absolution, and you take my hand in yours. You felt the pain you caused another, and you were willing to sacrifice everything you thought was used to set me free. Without sin, there is no redemption.
The spectre.
And yet there is nothing left
I will
for you
sacrifice
to
everything to free you again.
so long as you accept me with open arms.
A boundless torrent of blades cut you from boundless angles. You are a body. You are gory ribbons. You are a body again. And you feel all of it.
You learned to put yourself away, and in your stillness you rose above me. You died countless steely deaths, and you lived countless short lives, and yet it is all so far behind you. I pushed you to a greatness you never would have reached without me.
But I rise far above you, and I am far above you. Still, I will destroy you. I will destroy you. It's not about your way. We would have killed each other. Even if the journey was agony, the end gave struggle meaning.
And even then, what we saw was not an ending. When I thought I had reached an unconquerable peak, you showed me how much further I could still climb.
As the clash between you abates, you begin to shake. You're rapidly dissolving. You will rapidly dissolving?
Nothing
It will.
is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't.
That isn't.
There is no constant. There is no center. You cannot remove something without removing the relations which define it. To destroy what you perceive as evil is to damn everything you perceive as good. Open your eyes
Damn it.
and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
I have to fight for a better world. I can't let that happen. I can't let everything die.
Even now you think you can destroy me. If it takes all of eternity to break your delusion, I will still break it.
You don't have to face her alone.
Which hero are you?
All of them? I assume in the same way that you're all of you.
You have no idea how good it is.
It's good to be here.
Yes.
You'll never be able to strike a decisive blow from out here. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready?
Let's go. I'm ready.
Let's go. And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you need me to describe things?
No.
That's probably for the best. It's always seemed to give us more options than not.
Yeah. Into the basement.
The stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
We both know why you're here. You don't have to draw it out for my sake.
It sounded just like that. A little sharp, a little menacing. Only she didn't know us. And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
Yes.
And there you are, knife in hand. That sight brings me back. You're going to do it then, aren't you? You're really going to kill me. You'll have all of eternity to yourself after this. Why don't we chat a little before I go?
I don't think I want to beat that.
Honestly, me neither.
Are you the same as you are out of here?
No. I feel like I'm myself again.
I don't want to have to say, but I don't know what other options there are.
Well, I don't want to be at the end of that knife, so how about we figure something out?
Alright.
What if we tried doing this forever? I can do whatever you think I can, right? So, make me put it all back. Make me fix the Echo's construct and make me wipe our memories of everything that's happened. Make me send us back to the beginning, before we woke up. Before either of us saw the truth.
Can she really do that? Are you sure that's what you want?
I can't do that. That's just...
You and me both. Whatever world you want to build without me, I hope it works out. Despite our differences, I've always loved you, and I wish you nothing but the best.
You blink and the princess is gone. All you have left is of her a small melancholic weight that sits at the borders of your heart. Whatever action you brought you and the princess into being was rough and jagged and left each of you with a piece of the other. By destroying her once for all, you also destroyed a part of yourself. But the world hasn't ended. Things
She's
continue on.
gone. And I don't think she's coming back.
No, she's
Then
not.
we did what we set out to do. Come on, let's get going. We don't need to linger down here anymore.
You left the basement behind. Then the stairs. And you leave the cabin itself.
It's quiet here.
The path and the woods outside are empty canvas, but there is even more to see beyond this place. The fruits of your labor, a world free from death. Set yourself free. The body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation, and you feel sensation in limbs you once couldn't fathom. Everything here is you. You feel your wings spanning a cosmic scale, but twisted and crumpled and bound in agonizing tension to a finite plane. You can feel the glass of the construct pressing in on you, confining you across infinite size and infinite angles. You push back and strain against it, but it does not yield.
He's gone. She's gone. No one is left to trap us here but us.
Open your heart and bear witness to your new kingdom. All at once, the unyielding tension gives away. And the shattering. Then the shattering. You are free, and before you lies the endless expanse of absolute reality. A new absolute reality, one forged by your will and by long and arduous cycle of bloodshed that has stained your hands countless times over. But there will be no more bloodshed in this world.
It's finally over, isn't it? But all of us are still here.
I knew we'd finally see it through. All it takes to be a winner is grit and determination.
We really did win, didn't we? We're the house now. We get to make the rules. This is nice. No more hunting.
No more running.
Running. Just us. And whatever's out there.
Absolute reality. Who would have thought there was really a world outside of us? And who would have thought we'd actually wind up siding with him?
The whispering, and the coercion, and the bickering. Everything horrible about being alive has stopped. I could get used to this.
That wasn't very hard at all.
Speak for yourself. Well, boys, how does it feel? We're not just on top of the pecking order, we are the pecking order now. I hope this was all worth it, because I'm personally inconsolable.
Poor man.
Lucky
He
for
loved
us, you have forever to get over it. Time mends a lot of things. You'll get better. Here, here, to our vanquished foe. It's good to be back.
Yes.
Now we just have to figure out what to do with ourselves. Forever. No problem. We can do that, yeah?
Yeah, we can do that.
Slay the princess, the pristine cuts. This is probably the worst possible ending, I believe. If there's multiple endings, I will be playing this more times and trying to actually make better decisions. This has been beautiful. So I know this might not be the cup of tea of many of the people watching, so I understand that, but I really, really love it. There are multiple, yes. Alright, this is probably a really bad one. This is just like the void with anything, nothing else. But I just went through it because I really wanted to just finish it right now. But next time I will be taking my time with it, and I will try to get better solutions. I will try to save her all the time. I want to try to kill her all the time to see what else we can get. And next time we'll see. I will try to do those on stream as well. But for now, I'm gonna be ending the stream soon. Thank you so much, everybody who's been here. Thank you, Nikki, darling, for the raid. That was amazing. Thanks, Dark, for inviting me to the Fright Fest again, and everybody who's been part of the Fright Fest since Big Boss Incarnate, Carlos from Zero to Hero Bolivia, Slady, the Sladeshadow, Camp Survivor, hope you're doing well, man. Ambiguous Gaming, Zach, and the man himself, Gab Smolders. I love those. Thank you so much for an expression of our gratitude. This is the track and order special playlist where you like to assess when you can hide. Hitting UI, hitting H. Okay, beautiful. Thanks for the stream, I appreciate it so much. Alright, this has been the Fright Fest. We'll see you again next year, around the same dates, probably. I appreciate every single one of you so much. Much love to every one of you. Almost 4 hours. That's a new record for me. Not a record, because my actual record is 11. But let's not talk about that so much. Okay, let me check some things. What is going on with the peeps and all that? What the people are doing. Let me see. Do I have people on here? I'm gonna. Now you finish the full story for the first time. You've also unlocked the gallery. You can access from the main in-game menus, the memory style. Also, will help you discover vessels. Ah, there we go. Help discover. That's one. Explore into the Discord, join our mailing list. Play our other game. I will definitely do that as well. Okay, for now, I'm gonna quit the game. Let me go to this lobby cam back here. Some music. Is the music playing? I don't know if the music's gonna play. I thought music's not gonna play. Music is not playing. What's going on? Okay, no music. All right. So yeah, I have 7 people watching. Let me see what these peeps are doing tonight.
Connect. One of those places is going to be the route to.
All right, let me raid Chef Austin and see what these guys are doing. They are doing Little Company with Lucian, so it all works out. All right, now it's thanks everybody for being here. Thanks for all the love, and let's join a little raid tonight on the Twitch side. Let me post his link on the YouTube. I don't even have any raid thing to say, so let's just go there. Much love, and I will see you guys in the raid. Take it easy.